Hey guys, welcome back. I'm actually doing another art video because that's pretty much what I'm good at, I guess. I don't know. I can't talk to people necessarily unless it's like a serious thing. Then yeah, of course I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna step in. But yeah, if it's not, and yeah, I'm just timid. So I'm here to show you my art. So for school, I'm in AP art, which is like I guess the highest level of art. It's like an honors art. I was able to skip a class and everything and actually do my own art along my own theme. So this is, it's not called your concentration anymore. They changed that I think 2 years ago, like 2019 is when they changed it or something like that. They changed it to an SI, which is what I put it to short, a sustained investigation. Sorry. So my sustained investigation for art is basically skulls, nightmares, and heavy metal. So every piece of art I have is basically based off of a song lyric from a specific song. It has to be heavy metal, of course, because that's what I listen to mostly. Like, I'll listen to every genre, really, but my main go-to is heavy metal, so yeah, that's fun. So I basically base it off of my own nightmares or others' nightmares or whatever the heck it is. The first one is actually not my own nightmare. This is something I actually love to dress up as that people really, really are scared of sometimes. Probably most of the time. But yeah. Remember when like it came out? Yeah, I dressed up as a clown and I completely forgot my school said, don't do that. Yeah, I still went to the school dance dressed up as a clown. I scared half of the people there, but it was okay. We all had fun. But my first one is clowns, so I don't know. I am so sorry about this lighting, guys. Hold on. I don't know. We're gonna keep having those marks everywhere, but this is basically what I painted. So I did acrylic paint. I kind of made it look watercolor down here, but this whole thing is just acrylic. So I named the piece Clowns, of course. Um, the song is Tears of a Clown by Iron Maiden, which is actually a really good song. So yeah, I don't know. I would have done better, but I don't know. I thought I did decent on this. I'm not too good at portraits, but that worked. Okay, my next one is this one. So I used ink, pen, chalk pastel, markers, colored pencils. So that's what I did to make this. Of course, they're all skulls. I probably still need to work on the detail of the eye a lot more and make it darker in the center, but then again, I kind of like it the way it is. I don't know. I could fix the ends here, but I wanted to leave it like abstract. I didn't really want to make it look realistic or whatever because, I don't know, I just needed to get the piece done, and I would have liked it better if it was realistic though, so I might do that later on after school and everything, but then again, I'm leaving for the Marines. So this one is called Terrified Together. I basically kind of based it off of the pandemic in a way, because, you know, everyone's wearing masks and whatnot, but I didn't want to put masks on these, because that would just take away what I find as a nightmare or whatever, because, I don't know, to be honest, I'm honestly tired of masks, so I'm not even going to bear putting them in my art. But this is Archetype by Fear Factory, so that was nice. My next one, I think, is one of my favorites. Oh, I am dropping my art. We're good. Okay, so I did printing, acrylic paint, and charcoal pencil. So I basically do, the name Reaper's Sowing, Blood is Flowing. So I made a waterfall of blood with the Reaper, of course, sowing everyone's heads and making, I guess, blood run down the waterfall. You probably caught on to that real fast, but yeah. I don't know why I had to explain it and everything, but yeah. So this is The Fear Factory by Annihilator, so 2 of my art pieces have to do with the Fear Factory, I guess. So I guess that's nice. It's nice. Okay, this one I recreated from a sketch I have. This sketch I drew in like 8th grade or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. It's basically a witch's hand and everything. I kind of blacked it out here because my teacher didn't like how I had the red marks and whatever, because it was like, it doesn't look right. And I'm like, okay, just leave my art alone. Let me be me. But yeah, that's basically how I did it. So this is Serpentine Hand, is what I'm calling the piece. Are you honest? Yeah, I don't know. So it's done in colored pencil, marker, black ink, and watercolor. So the blue is the watercolor, colored pencil is here, is the snake and the hand. The marker is the neon yellow and the black swirls. So yeah, that's nice. And then the ink pen is, of course, the skull. So yeah, this is Dimir Borge. Hopefully I said that right. Pretty sure I did. But it's Serpentine Offering is what the name of the song is, so I thought it was perfect. The next one, this is actually the first time I tried spray paint. So it's basically Burning Flesh. I forgot the name of the song it goes with, which is sad. I might actually have it. I can tell you guys at the end. But this is my first time working with spray paint. I don't know. I tried my best. I'm trying not to make like there be light reflecting, but yeah. I made a stencil and I flipped it over after I let it dry and whatever, because I kind of messed it up and had to do the skull like at least 3 times. So that was hard, but fun. My next one I'm gonna have to say is my favorite though. It's Devil's Little Sister, so the name of the song is Twisted Transistor by Korn. So yeah, I don't know. This one I actually put a whole bunch of detail in here. I was trying not to curse. But yeah, I put a runic alphabet and everything and whatever, so hopefully it's nice. Okay, next one is not really my favorite. I think this is the one I like the least. So it's basically Watching Over Me. That's the name of the piece. That's what I named it. I just took one of my old drawings and put his hands here, the mummy's face, and yeah. And then I drew a distorted skull or whatever because I'm like, okay, why not? Because I honestly didn't really care about this piece too much. So it's Motorhead Like a Nightmare. I used ink pen, colored pencil, and acrylic paint. Not too bad, but I still don't like it. Not my favorite. Okay, this one is also another one of my favorites. I melted crayon in a crock pot, poured it over with, a palette knife. So I used a palette knife to do the drips a little. Some of them have fallen off, but I kind of like that. So it's Corrupted Soul. That's the name of the piece. I honestly don't know how I came up with that, but yeah, The Great American Nightmare by Rob Zombie is what I based it off. So I drew a cross and basically stuck it in an abyss, just with blood drips everywhere, being the crayon. So yeah, or it could be, I don't know. Everyone else calls it like, I forgot what it's called, but it comes from a fire. And I'm like, no, it's really just blood drips. So this one is Duality by Slipknot. Sorry, that was annoying. So this one is actually my least favorite piece. I did a reverse painting where I had to draw the hands and everything first before I even drew the backgrounding. As you can see, I kind of messed up with the orangish brown, because the background actually looks a lot better than the front over here. There's way more color in the back, so not my best piece, but yeah. But it's Push My Fingers Into My Eyes by Slipknot, I believe. Okay, one of my most recent pieces is this one. So, Midnight Hour no sleep midnight hour, so I basically drew this one off of insomnia in a way, because what I see in my insomnia or whatever is mainly this kind of stuff, I guess. I don't know, like, this is the closest you're gonna get to, like, a visual representation without me putting too much detail in anything. But yeah, I drew a hidden skull up here, and whatever, every piece will have a skull. So that's good. This is Dream Evil by Dio, so I figured insomnia would be the best. If you want me to explain any of these pieces, just put it in the comments below, and I'll make a video dedicated to explaining why I did this for this specific piece. Just let me know. So my 11th piece is Sixth Sense. So I guess I'm not really sure why I named it Sixth Sense. I guess it's because murderers seem to have like a sixth sense or whatever, or they think they do, or something like that, you know? I don't know. But yeah, so it's Cannibal Corpse, Hammer Smashed Face. That's what I did. So this whole thing is done in colored pencil. I don't necessarily recommend working on a whole piece this big for colored pencil. I think it's 11 by 14. Yeah, it's 11 by 14 is what I believe, and I don't know. I just drew demons up here and there. The skull of the murderer, the sledgehammer with the blood and everything. I think the sledgehammer is my favorite part, to be honest. Then I drew rib cages up here, there, and then blue veins and red veins going everywhere. Not really everywhere, but most places, so yeah. Okay, now over to my summer work. So I have to have actually 5 of these pieces. I have 4, so I'm pretty much almost done with everything. But I did a complimentary self-portrait. Not my best, but my eyes get really big when I take pictures sometimes, so that's why my eyes are basically cartooned in a way. Because my eyes were cartooned in the picture, because I was wide awake. I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah. My complimentary. Then I decided to do a collage. I don't think it's my best collage ever. This is my first collage. I used newspaper with quotes of death, which is kind of awkward, a little scary, but whatever. I went to a Christian magazine or whatever. I just went to the newspaper, found some things on death, cut it up, and basically let it flow around nature, because nature still has death, you know. I'm taking a dark side to everything, but we're fine. My next piece is actually one of my favorites. So it's this one, where you draw, I guess, I think it's a 4x6 square or rectangle of color. So the roses right here aren't colored because they're white. So that may be a little confusing or whatever, but yeah. I wanted to draw my communion veil over here, my skateboard up here, everything else is like roses and peonies and everything, but this is part of my veil right here, and then it slips under to my skateboard and into the bushels of roses and flowers. So this is my favorite piece. I worked on it in the summer for at least 3 months. Yeah, so like whole summer, my whole summer. And then I guess this is my second favorite summer piece. I drew my hands in different positions because, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to see what type of angles and everything I get. I probably needed to add more to this one, to be honest. Like the wrinkles in my knuckles for my thumb, and the wrinkles up here for these knuckles. But everything else I find decent. So yeah. And then, well, I will have maybe not much more, but yeah, I'll have a lot more art coming. Probably not just for my sustained investigation and my breath. The last 4 pieces were my breath section, which is basically, I'm sorry, this light is bothering me, guys. But I will have everything else set up probably by the end of April, because I need to turn it in. So yeah, hopefully I can get that in and everything goes well. So, bye guys, see you next time.